Jaya Radha
हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
Jaya Gopi Jaya Aditi Varadari Jaya Aditi Varadari Jaya Gopi
माता जी आपकी आवाज ठीक नहीं आ रही है।
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna. गौर प्रेमानंदे शिवपाद की समस्त भक्तवृंदों की. So today we are gathered here to search happiness. Is everybody not happy? Are you happy? And why all you have gathered here? To be more happy? Yeah? You want to be more happy? How does more happiness look like? Laughter? More laughter? How does it look like? Jumping? Jumping with joy, dancing? Yeah? Alright. So everybody wants to jump, dance, sing loudly, laugh loudly. You can do in Kirtan also, right? So now you are already happy. Shall we say bye? So today we are here to discuss about unlimited happiness. We want to know what is unlimited happiness and how one can achieve it. If you have come here, we are definitely sure that we are going to find it. How many of you are confident that we are going to find unlimited happiness in this life itself? Jai, Hari, Hari. See the desires. Everybody wants unlimited happiness. So today what we are going to do is, you can see, everybody is able to see the PPT? Yes?
Just do one thing.
Presentation is there?
Just adjust towards this side.
Yeah, if you can see the
And
PPT,
just
that
come
would
over
be
this side
helpful.
and place the PPT because today we don't have it.
Yeah.
So I just keep moving up and down, right? Just come toward this side. Are you able to see?
Yeah.
If not able to see, still it is good.
I would request you adjust accordingly. No need to adjust so that you can't see. Adjust as if you want to see. All right.
Right.
So today's step-by-step plan is, what we are going to do is, first we are going to understand ourselves. Let us understand why we are looking for more and more happiness. You people are happy, right? Still you have come here to find happiness. So let us understand first who are we and understand ourselves. Last time we had understood ourselves, right? Who are we? Souls, yeah. Who are others? Souls. Very good. Then we are going to understand happiness, exactly what it is, its types, and pathway to achieve it. Easy? Then we learn question answer sessions. So one who asks question looks like a fool only once. But one who doesn't ask question remains fool forever. Because he carries the doubt along with him or herself at home till the last. And then they wait for appropriate person to answer that question. Whereas the opportunity lies here right now. Alright. So recognize the opportunity and make best use of it. We are going to have question answer sessions. You are open to ask me any question under the black sky. Okay. Fine. Let's start. So, have you gone to next slide?
Can we just next?
Alright, fine. So, discover yourself. I want everybody to answer these questions. What gives you most happiness? Write down in your notebook. You have got your notepads and pen, right? So, what gives you most happiness? You can write 3 things, okay? 3 things that give you most happiness. Anything, even Matajis can do this exercise. This is going to be a revealing factor for yourself. You are going to understand yourself in much depth. Maybe you might have not thought about yourself so much in all these days. What gives you most happiness? Write any three things. Raise your hands when you're done. So everybody on the internet, go on mute, and you all can also have notepads and pen ready. Write the answer to this question. What gives you most happiness? Three things. Done? Alright, next question. When was the last time you were happy? पिछली बार कब खुश थे? Write down. When was the last time you were happy? Done? Can write. When was the last time you were happy and why? Right? Why also? Why were you happy? Then, shall we move on to next question? Are you writing? You don't have? Give an extra pen, na? One pen and paper. Is anybody having extra page? Paper? Disha needs pen and paper. Vrinda, do you have extra paper? All right. Subda, are you writing? Done? Answers? Devansh, done? When was the last time you were happy? You don't remember? याद नहीं है? Maybe right now, when doing Jai Mother. I was most happy right now. Doing Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Then we'll go to the next question. What will give you happiness in next 10 days? According to you, in next days, 10 days, what can make you happy? Anything you can write. My daughters in the morning, they said chips. Chips will make them happy. You can write whatever you feel. Veda thinks chips can make her happy. What will give you happiness in next 10 days? Written? What can give you happiness? Next, what will give you happiness in next 1 year? What do you think? If I get this thing, then I'm going to be happy in next 1 year. Done? Next question is, what will give you happiness in next 10 years according to you? According to you. I don't want you to think what mama will be happy with, what papa will be happy with. I want you to think in next 10 years, what will give you the most happiness? Right. Right. It's totally confidential. Nobody is looking at your pages. You can write your answers. It is for your keeps. Alright? Then boys are finishing faster. Are you writing one word answer? Proud of you. Done? Good. Next question is, what will give you happiness in next 20 years? According to you. In next 20 years, what can give you happiness? Think ahead. Think about yourself. Next 20 years. What will be that one thing that will make you most happy? 20 साल बाद सबसे ऐसी कौन सी चीज है जो खुश कर देगी? Don't overthink. The first thing that comes in your mind, pen it down. No need to overthink. Nobody overthinks about happiness. What will give you happiness? That's okay. She's also 10. So write 10 days. What will give you happiness in next 10 days? Which food? Which class? What person? Which thing? Write down. Next, what will give you happiness in next 30 years? 30 years from now, if I have this thing, I'm going to be very happy. I want you to write that answer. 30 years from now, if I have this thing, I'm going to be very happy. Or if I am so and so, I'm going to be very happy. Or you can write, if I have this person in my life, I'm going to be very happy. Anything. Anything. If.
Don't look at
It's all if. If I'm not asking question, you are going to daydream as it is one day or a day. Right? You are going to do this every day in front of books. Gosh. Right? Gosh, ऐसा होता है. Right? Next question is, what will give you happiness in the next 40 years? 40 years from now, if I have dash, then I'm going to be the most happiest person. If I am dash, I'm going to be the most happiest person. Come on, you people are very happy-go-lucky people. I can sense it. Right fast. Done? No thinking. The first thing that comes into your mind, just write down. No thinking, okay? If you're thinking, then that cannot be happiness. That is a plan. You don't have to think how you're going to get it. You just have to write down. You don't need to write the path. Have we reached that stage in our workshop where we are going to find the path? Right now, we're just writing down. You can write anything. Alright? It can be as imaginary as you want. As imaginary as you want. Next is, what will give you happiness in next 50 years? Assuming we are alive. Yeah, 50, 60, 70, go till 80. I want you to write 4 answers. I want everybody of you to be alive in 100 plus years. I know everybody is going to live long, right? So write, go ahead and write. I know everybody has read fairy tales in their childhood, right? Everybody must have watched Superman and all. So you know how illusory it is. Go on mute on internet. I will just everybody to go. Done? Alright, 50, 60, 70, 80. That's it. Done? So tell me, when you see all these things, what do you think? Is happiness permanent? Whatever you have written, the answers that you have. Is it staying? 10-day happiness, is it staying till 1 year? 1 year's happiness, is it staying till 10 years? 10 years happiness, did it stay till 20 years? Is it staying? Compare your answers. The answer that you wrote for I'll be happy in next 10 days if I get dash, is it same to I'll be happy when I'm 70 years from now or 60 years from now? Compare all the answers. Is there any similarity? What did you learn today? Happiness is permanent or temporary? What is happiness? Temporary? If your answer is spiritual, devotional, then that's a different question altogether. But if it is related to some designation, some career, some of the identity that you want to be, car, luxury, bungalow or anything, then it is temporary, right? Understood? So now why are we gathered here if it's that temporary? Because whatever happiness you have experienced till now has been temporary. You wrote, right? What made me happy last time? Did you write that answer? What made me happy last time? When was the last time I was happy? You wrote the answer, right? Is that thing making you happy even right now? Will that thing make you happy even 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now? That temporary is happiness, and that's the reason we are so many people who are thinking, I want happiness. And entire world is engrossed with questioning, where is happiness? Everybody is falling behind. Why it is temporary? Shall we find out? Yeah. Shall we find out why it is temporary? So look at this World Happiness Index. Now we saw ourselves. We discovered ourselves that our happiness is temporary. Whatever you are looking forward for next 100 years from now, everything you are looking forward is temporary happiness. Yes or no? Now let us see how world is occupied in finding this temporary happiness. Okay, Finland is the top country whose happiness ratio is 7.8. Happiness quotient 7.8. In 2020, it was 7.809. It has raised to 7.842 in 2022. But if you look at the country Togo, it has reduced from 4.187 to 4.107. In 2020, it was 4.187. And now it is 4.107. Look at India. In 2020, 3.573. In 2022, 3.819. Why? Everybody had come out of COVID lockdown, right? But look at the happiness quotient. Is it really impressive? What is the rank of India? 136. Who is the top country? Finland. Finland is the happiest, then Denmark, then Switzerland. India is 136. Look here, 146th rank, 2.523. Reduced from 2.567. Zimbabwe, 3.299 reduced to 3.145. What do we understand? Is happiness stable in any country? So forget about yourself now. Think about nations. Even in nations, even in countries, entire world, nobody is able to hold together. Everybody bike or car or ball, and I give you, you keep on holding it. Will you be able to hold it for next 10 years? Can you do that? When you were born, your favorite toy was rattle. Then slowly it became dolls and balls. Now it's different. Yes or no? Whatever it is. So this happiness is temporary. We already know it. Coming to what does materialistic people say? Do what makes you really happy. What is the logo of materialistic people? They feel do what makes you really happy. Practically the entire world is living with the same notion. सब यही सोच रहे हैं जो अच्छा लगता है वो करो खुश रहो है ना क्या कहते हैं लोग खुश रहो बस जो करना है करो खुश रहो राइट दैट इज व्हाट एवरीबॉडी सेज बट क्या हमें पता है खुश रहने का मतलब होता क्या है happiness stays you get first rank today you will be happy mama papa will give you nice treat next day what they will say लेने की जरूरत नहीं है वापस पढ़ाई के लोग yes or no is it stable no happiness is not any achievement it is temporary so you see there are types of happiness related to body mind intelligence and ego right related to body you can buy cosmetics cars dresses food house office if it is body then you will have big wardrobe some people have their own next yeah so if it is related to body you will have your wardrobe some people want big bungalow family friends food luxury car right so anything that is related to body it gives happiness people do fall for all these things yeah people are studying making money eventually to get what all these things so happiness falls under bodily category then temporary happiness related to mind is what next love freedom peace joy and excitement right such kind of things make you happy mama loves you mama gives you nice food you love it if you have a pet dog you love it yeah if your father adores you you like it then there is freedom you have a freedom to come here did anybody lock you in the room freedom gives you happiness joy gives you happiness Any kind of picnic, any kind of outing, friends, talking with friends, just doing matar gashti, peace, just sitting silently, nobody is scolding. Isn't it peaceful at home and nobody is scolding? Peace is good. Peace gives happiness. So what is happiness? Absence of distress. Right? What is happiness? Say everybody, happiness is absence of distress. Why? Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, our material world is dukhalaya or shashvatam. Dukhalaya is what? जिसमें दुख ही दुख भरे है. So 99% दुख मिलेंगे, 1% खुशी मिलेगी. और वो खुशी कैसे दिखेगी? In form of water, car, luxury, bungalow, friends, family, freedom, peace, love, joy, excitement. Got it? So these are 1% happiness that you get intermittently. अगर लाइफ की गाड़ी चल रही है, बीच में थोड़ा सा ब्रेक लगा दिया, थोड़ा सा हैप्पीनेस, वापस गाड़ी चलाओ, फिर थोड़ा सा ब्रेक लग गया, थोड़ी हैप्पीनेस, वापस गाड़ी चलाओ. यस और नो? इट इज अनस्टेडी, राइट? यू नो दैट. Intelligence, related to intelligence, the happiness is you have various talents and skills. Some people can dance well, some people can sing well, some people study a lot, they have lots of PhD degrees. They are not happy with one PhD, they need multiple PhDs. And then some people love cooking, they are really good at cooking. Chess, so cerebral. Some people have lots and lots of hunger for knowledge. They keep on reading books, they keep on reading various, they want to know what is going on in the world, current affairs, politics, economics, right? How is artificial intelligence developing? What is data science? All that. They want to know everything about the world. They have big library and they keep reading, right? This happiness is connected to intelligence, cerebral intelligence, right? I want you to understand this happiness factor at a bodily level very seriously, so that we understand that from past millions and millions of years, people have been running behind this happiness. Let us understand how this happiness is illusion. Everything is temporary. Its form changes slowly and slowly. बस उसका फॉर्म चेंज होता है. कभी ड्रेसेस अच्छी हैप्पीनेस देते हैं, फिर कार, अच्छी ड्रेस पहन के अच्छी कार में बैठना, अच्छी कार में बैठ के अच्छे होटल जाना है, अच्छे होटल जाके अच्छा खाना खाना है, अच्छे लोगों के साथ बैठकर खूब मस्ती करनी है, फिर अच्छी कार में बैठना है, अच्छे घर में आना है, राइट? यस. फिर बाहर जाना है, अपना टैलेंट दिखाना है, स्किल दिखानी है, राइट? जिन्होंने बहुत बुक्स पढ़े हैं उनको अपना इंटेलिजेंस दिखाना है. 4 लोगों में बैठ के, अरे तुम्हें पॉलिटिक्स नहीं पता, इतना नहीं पता, न्यूज नहीं, कुछ नहीं पता, ये देखा क्या, वो देखा क्या, तुम्हें कुछ नहीं पता, यू आर नॉट अपडेटेड एट ऑल. यस और नो? होता है ना किसी, ये करना है, कुकिंग करना है, सिंगिंग करना है. And then going ahead, happiness belongs to one more category, and that is ego. So what is ego? Ego is ranking. First कौन आया, second कौन आया, third कौन आया. Ego is like a feeling where I feel superior and बाकी सारे चुट्टू चुट्टू. You see that? You just want to do this to them, right? Ego is the feeling of superiority. People who are in power, they enjoy the happiness that has been fed to ego, right? People like power, जिसको हम कहते हैं सत्ता. अच्छी लगती है ना लोग, थोड़ी बहुत क्लास का मॉनिटर बना दो तो भी खुश हो जाते हैं बच्चे, राइट? तो बचपन में थोड़ा सा कैरेट मिला होता है ना पावर का, मॉनिटर बन जाओ, कैप्टन बन जाओ, लीडर बन जाओ, राइट? So that is power. Then somebody at home scolding their partner is powerful. Arey, I am superior to you, I can do anything. That is ego. Happiness, right? One who scolds is getting happiness. And then one who is leading many people, again there is ego. So it is designation based. Have you seen people who do jobs? They are constantly thinking promotion हो जाएगा, promotion हो जाए, salary बढ़ जाए. हायर क्यों चाहिए प्रमोशन, हैवी सैलरी एक्स्ट्रा लो, प्रमोशन क्यों चाहिए? सही है ना, मेरा काम कोई और करे, मैं कोई और काम करूं. यस और नो? मुझे काम डेलीगेट करने की अपॉर्चुनिटी दे. Understanding? So these all happiness are related to which part? Which part of body? Ego, right? So now tell me, which happiness is related to body? Body को क्या कौन से happiness होती है? Dresses, clothes, cars. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Which happiness is related to mind? Jai. Hari. Very good. Very good. Jai. Which happiness is related to intelligence? Yes. Very good. And which happiness is related to ego? Achievement. Achievement. Right? Success. Success. I want to be successful. I want to achieve. एक के बाद एक. Right? If somebody was happy at in first standard coming first, what was the necessity to be first in second standard also? टिकती ना happiness. In 10th standard that they can say ना तो क्या हुआ मैं फेल हुआ मैं फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड में फर्स्ट आया था नहीं पता मैं आज भी इसको लेके खुश हूँ फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड का फर्स्ट रैंक टिका नहीं ना 10th में फिर से चाहिए आया ना हैप्पीनेस कहाँ रुक रही है नहीं रुक रही ये सारी बॉडी से रिलेटेड है लास्ट वर्कशॉप में सब आए थे हमने देखा था बॉडी किस पार्ट्स की होती है ये सब राइट सो मटेरियल बॉडी रिलेटेड जो भी कनेक्टेड होगा वो सब टेम्पररी होगा व्हाट इज हैप्पीनेस अदरवाइज there are Srimad Bhagavatam says there are 4 kinds of people who have reached that stage in search of happiness 4 टाइप के लोग होते हैं जो खुशी को ढूंढते ढूंढते वहां तक पहुंच गए हैं almost there almost सोच के कि this is what happiness looks like one is Mr. Rich I have multiple cars my hobby is to collect cars my hobby is to have bungalows in different countries right so he is Mr. Rich but what is he looking for now after becoming rich he's looking for health better health because he has compromised on his health now and now he thinks काश मैं थोड़ा और healthy होता और enjoy कर पाता and then he's looking for nice people around because he is rich he has some people where relationships are broken now he's looking for some genuinely loving caring people around okay people or partner clear so Mr. Rich so called person becoming Mr. Rich to become happy is now lonely and sad is it good now there is Mrs. Beauty Mrs. Beauty is looking for money she's beautiful she gathered a lot of attention she's very happy she became Miss Universe Miss World now she's looking for money and if at all she has money she's looking for peace somewhere that has gone along the drain she's looking for peace again she's looking for nice people around because some people just happen to be very selfish and mean to her right so that's why she's looking for peace then there is Mrs. Famous she worked all her life very hard to become famous but now she's looking for good relationships money peace and health because she's already famous she's now looking that if I'm famous I should have more money yes or no I should be rich than Mr. Rich why Mr. Rich is rich I should be more rich than him I'm famous after all so I have money but I'm looking for more money I have relationships but they look like dicey sometimes can't trust them so I'm looking for some peaceful relationship she wants to look after her health also so called Mrs. Famous is not actually happy then there is Mr. Learned 148 PhD degrees Mr. Learned is looking for health Mr. Learned is looking for good people around all life तो books में सर डाल के पढ़ाई की ना तो कहाँ से मिलेंगे लोग अच्छा फील कराने के लिए so he is looking for health also spine दर्द करेगा ना पूरा लाइफ बैठे बैठे एक्सरसाइज नहीं करी कुछ नहीं किया yes so people who are looking for happiness we already have walking happy people on this planet who are very rich very beautiful very famous and very educated learned qualified these 4 categories in material world These people are respected the most and they pose themselves as being very happy. Always they'll be smiling. They'll always have a smile on their face. They'll never show any kind of wrinkles on their forehead. So that is the show they put up. But in silence, they reveal what they are not happy about. Everybody getting? समझ आ रही है? कोई confusion? Going next. Still they are looking for peace. Peace is a very rare commodity, by the way. And not having everything doesn't promise you that you will be happy. After having all these things also, happiness is temporary because everything is related to body. Richness, body. Beauty, body. Fame, body. What else? Education, body. Isn't it temporary? The only difference would be one after other they'll keep getting it and they'll feel okay, I'm happy. I'm happy. So happiness would be just absence of distress. Right? जब distress नहीं है तब happy feel करेंगे नहीं तो distressed ही रहेंगे हमेशा. So next is we see material happiness is temporary. There is more. We saw everybody is wanting more. दिल मांगे more. सबको चाहिए ज्यादा. कुछ ना कुछ और चीज चाहिए जो है उसके लिए खुश है लेकिन कुछ और भी चाहिए तो और ज्यादा खुशी मिलेगी. Yes or no? So hankering is there, sadness is there. मन में कहीं ना कहीं दुख होता है. They want more and there is always a feeling of loss. They feel like yes we are rich but we are not that learned people. So people tend to take advantage of us. Yeah, a rich man can be good in business. जरूरी है accounting में बहुत intelligent होगा. Now any person can come and plunder the riches, right? So there are aggressors in material world जो rich लोगों को लूटते हैं. पता है ना? तो जब आप सारे sections में intelligent हो सकते हो. So I'll tell you an example. Dronacharya. Dronacharya was one of the very elite teacher who used to teach Pandavas, Kauravas. You know him, right? सबको पता है Dronacharya. Now Dronacharya had a son named Ashwatthama. When he was a baby, while he was growing up, he was very poor. Dronacharya was very poor. So whenever his son used to ask for milk, Dronacharya's wife, she used to mix white flour atta in water. She'll mix it and she'll give that as a milk to Ashwatthama. Ashwatthama ने तो actual milk कभी पिया ही नहीं था. So that was a fake milk that he used to have. One day, Duryodhana took him near a cow. Duryodhana had cows at home. He took Ashwatthama and he gave him the real taste of the milk. How actual milk cows will taste like. Ashwatthama drank that and he came home. He was very angry on his father. He said, I want actual milk. From today, I'm not going to have Attika milk, fake milk. Till yesterday, he was happy with Attika milk. He did not know how real milk exists. Today, he tastes another kind of milk. He becomes unhappy about all the milk that he has had all milk. Right? Now that happiness converts into lot of resentment. My father is poor. My father cannot afford this. My father cannot afford that. I'm going to be a person who will be king one day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to praise my father that you cannot give me original cow milk. That's why I want you to use your skills to buy a kingdom for me so that I become king one day. It is your responsibility to make me rich now. You have all the talent and skill, but it is your mindset you don't want to do it. So he constantly made his father feel guilty of not giving him real milk. Now that converted into different demands of course. You saw what happened to Ashwatthama in the end. Yeah? Do you know everybody what is the end of Ashwatthama? He was brutally punished by Lord Shri Krishna. Brutally punished. He couldn't even die peacefully. He's not able to die peacefully. But the journey of Ashwatthama went from resentment to anger to frustration to doing a heinous crime of killing Draupadi's 5 sons in sleep. So he became a criminal also. So people who run behind temporary happiness they really don't have a good end in their life. Yeah? Getting my point? According to Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, everybody repeat after me. Matra sparshasthu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkadaha agama paino anityas samstitishasva bharata. What does Krishna say? Krishna says to Arjuna, Arjuna is very upset, right? Yesterday Arjuna was happy. Hey, I'm going to conquer. Today I don't want to fight. He's sad. He's distressed, right? So his happiness has gone for a toss. Now Krishna says to Arjuna, Arjun, this happiness and distress, it is just like a season of winters and summers. They come and go. In summers, can you keep telling your mama, mama, बहुत गर्मी है, मम्मा गर्मी है, हाँ है, अब क्या करूं? हाँ बड़ी गर्मी है, हाँ है, अब क्या करें? So you can repeat 10,000 times. It is summers, it is hot, it is summers, it is hot. Will it change the temperature outside? Will it change anything? Similarly, happiness also is temporary. Winters come, you feel good. Some people don't like winters. In Russia, you ask people, they hate winters. They come to India. Right? So, winters are a punishment for somebody, but a bliss for somebody. Similarly, summers are punishment for some people, but they are bliss for some people. Yeah? They are like happiness and distress is like winter and summer season, and one must learn to tolerate. What is Krishna saying? Tamstitikshasva bharata. Tamstitikshasva bharata. What is tamstitikshasva? Just tolerate. Learn to tolerate. सहन करना सीखो. सहन करने का मतलब टैंट्रम थ्रो करके सहन करना नहीं होता. दरवाजे को जोर से बंद कर रही हो ना सहन. कितनी बार बोला सहन करो. नो मैटर कोई रिस्पेक्ट करे या डिसऑनर करे तो भी सहन करना सीखो. You are in an age where chances are friends will dishonor you, teachers will dishonor you, parents, mothers, dadi, dada, nani, nana, they might dishonor you. And at this point, only one action that you can take, and that is what? Samstitikshasva bharata. If I get dishonored, Krishna says, Samstitikshasva bharata. If I am disrespected, I feel bad. If I am hurt, if I am angry, if I am frustrated, then Krishna says, Samstitikshasva bharata. You know, this is a beautiful opportunity people have. If at all you are nagging mom or nagging dad, then you people are the most happiest people or most lucky people, I should say, because you get an opportunity to practice Krishna's instruction. Isn't that a great opportunity? Yes or no? How should it be tolerated? How to tolerate? Now you might ask, Mataji, it's okay. दुख तो टॉलरेट करने ही पड़ते हैं, क्या करें? Mom and dad are in power, they really can't do anything, right? हमारे घर में कैपिटलिज्म है. So you really don't have any power, so you have to tolerate. Yes or no? Draupadi also had to tolerate. Yeah. Then all the citizens of Hastinapur, they had to tolerate. Kansa destroyed so many yagyas of rishis and devotees. They had to tolerate. Could they do anything? No. Finally, Lord came. So we have to tolerate. There are many people who have tolerated this entire time. Kaushalya Mata, she tolerated separation from Shri Ram. गलती थी क्या? ना श्री राम जी की गलती थी, ना कौशल्या माता की गलती थी. सहन करना पड़ा हस्बैंड की इंस्ट्रक्शन को. Right? Fundamentally, I am asking you, keep your logic aside and tolerate. You must be really studying very hard to watch your math, science, and all this materialistic knowledge, right? But I want you to accept Samstitikshasva bharata. So now it is very easy to tolerate distress if we understand Constitution of Bharata is the only way out. But why should we tolerate happiness and how to tolerate happiness? Yeah. If right now some very good news comes, everybody has stood first in the class. Won't you all jump and howl and be happy and everybody will like chal party kar there. Yes or no? कुछ तो happy moment आएगा, then you will try to express it. Yes or no? But Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, tolerate Siddhiksha Bharata. Then everybody, why Krishna? Why should we tolerate happiness? So first of all, we need to understand what exactly distress does to our body. से पहले समझते हैं कि डिस्ट्रेस बॉडी को करता क्या है. डिस्ट्रेस सबसे पहले दुख आते हैं ना, तो इंसान पूरी तरह माइंड में केओस हो जाता है. केओस जैसे ट्रैफिक देखा है रोड पे, हैव यू सीन ट्रैफिक? Lots of thoughts come together and they create a traffic. Now nobody knows how to come out of it. So that is called as chaos. So that kind of creates an illusion that you are in such a big problem and nobody has the solution for it. So you start feeling sad. Once you start feeling sad, now you don't have a solution how to come out of it. Suppose mama scolds you, you don't know what to do next. If papa scolds you, you really don't know what to do next. Isn't it confusion? That is called as Rajogun. When you go in confusion, it is Rajogun, mode of passion. Then you get angry at somebody who got angry on you. Then you get frustrated. That is called as Tamogun, mode of ignorance. Then, if somebody comes and tells, Samstitishasva Bharat, you will like, get out of it. बड़े बड़े जिनको आप स्क्रिप्चर्स की नॉलेज देने जाओ दुख में, they really feel very much angry and frustrated. Try to find solution. I am telling stories. Right? Telling philosophy. How is that helping me? I don't know. And let me just be in sadness. Let me just find my answers. So then they go in depression. Once they go in depression, they don't take any action. All they want to do is sleep. That's now they lack of action. They really don't want to work hard towards that happiness. Desire goes. Happiness search करने की इच्छा ही चली जाती. Right? Suppose you want to go for a picnic, it's on 15. And from first only your parents deny. 10th standard है, नहीं जाना. 14 तक आते आते आप डिप्रेशन में होपलेस बन जाओगे. I think my parents are very nice. They don't listen to me. I'm the only brother. Hare Krishna. Right? So you stop asking your parents at all. Right? You feel very hopeless. I have so many times not listening. And then you try to find happiness in outside world. You call somebody. Well, let's catch up. Let's meet up. Right? Or you will find some of your favorite book, favorite series. These days people are into gadgets. So you will try to divert your mind and find happiness. Let's see what others do. What is material world doing? When they go in distress, now they are not taking any action towards happiness. Okay? Their happiness lies in big bungalow. They are not getting it. But they will try to find the happiness in other way. Their happiness lies in big car. Okay? Getting the freedom. But they don't want to work. So they will try to find happiness in another direction. How will they find happiness? They'll buy some food, eat. That is called as emotional eating. Have you seen people who are very sad? They keep eating. Ice creams, chocolates, samosas, pizza. They'll order and they'll eat. They'll order, they'll eat. Then they'll go for shopping. So maximum people who go for shopping are some people who are going through some kind of distress. Right? Have you seen? That is called window shopping. देख के आते हैं बस चलो है ना window shopping or just shop. So they'll try to find various places to eat out, to stay out, right? So people come to Goa. कुछ लाइफ में गड़बड़ हो जाती है, चलो गोवा खुली हवा में बीच के पास बैठेंगे, थोड़ा सा मन हल्का हो जाएगा समुद्र को देख के, राइट? मुंबई का समंदर भी छोड़ के गोवा का समंदर देखने आना. So anyways, दिखता तो इंडिया से ही हर जगह, लेकिन फिर भी घर बदलेंगे, कुछ कुछ लोग देश बदलते हैं, दे चेंज कंट्रीज। क्यों? हैप्पीनेस चाहिए, वहां पे बहुत ज्यादा खिचखिच है, मैंने नहीं रहना। So and then वहां पे नहीं मिलती happiness. There are so many people going to Canada, America, right? Dubai, dinar, dollar of dollar. They want dinar, right? Some people want pounds. So they are finding happiness. जाते हैं वहां पे, मिलती है क्या? नहीं मिलती. फिर they try to find happiness in alcohol, drinks. Then they'll try to find happiness in smoke. Seen such people around? They'll get addicted to different things, right? अब वहां पे भी रुकती नहीं है ना गाड़ी, नहीं मिल रही happiness. I'm still feeling frustrated. I'm still feeling angry. I'm still not happy, not at peace. Okay, let me find relationships, different people. Let me connect with new people and see who cares for me, who reciprocates, who likes my sob story. My life is so sad. Did you like my story? Do you have empathy on me? Do you feel compassion for me? Do you like me? So they'll try to find people who are like, oh, stop. So what they're looking to do, stop. So then the other person will I'm your new toy. I'm your new toy. Yes, I will you accept my anger? Why not? I like you. You're soft. You're so sorry. Education, mind, body, soul, ego, whatever it is, XYZ. I'm going to fix it. So that is how they try to find happiness outside in different people. Now, वो भी नहीं मिलती. नया पर्सन जो आया है, आपका एंगर फ्रस्ट्रेशन लेके अपनी बैग भरता है, गुड बाय बोलता है, कुछ ज्यादा ही लोड हो गया, इतना बैगेज भर के लाए थे, ज्यादा नहीं हुआ, इतना भी ग्रांटेड नहीं लेते. Yes, I have compassion, not more than I have for myself. Right? So then people fall for drugs. Drugs is a powder, which a powder or some other form, where you go into the different world. Now people don't want to die, they don't want to suicide, but they want to float above this world. Like they'll just feel they are floating above the earth, and then they are this king, queen, fairy, angel doing their thing in the sky. So that kind of feeling they get. But that also, once the effect is gone, they fall down. धड़ाम. ये कहाँ आ गया? छोटी हूँ. ये क्या बात? Oh, my clothes are all messy. My hair are dirty. This is stinking. Yeah, I will have to wash it. Who will take efforts? Let me just throw them and buy some new. So they again fall down. They don't feel happy about the current state. Now they want to go back up. So again they'll get into the addiction. So it, slowly their body destruction happens. What happens? एक पार्ट अंदर का खोखला बन जाता है, राइट? एंड देन इवेंचुअली अश्वत्थामा की कैसे एंड हुआ? मिजरेबल हुआ. सिमिलरली इनका भी एंड कैसे होता है? मिजरेबल होता है. नाउ व्हाई टॉलरेट हैप्पीनेस? आई टोल्ड यू, आई टेल यू व्हाई टॉलरेट हैप्पीनेस. Distress तो you all got to know. People are handling it. Entire world. Do you want to go through that path? Now you know. Secret reveal हो चुका है कि दुख मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में कैसे सहे जा रहे हैं और डाइवर्ट कैसे कर रहे हैं लोग माइंड. पता चला? मजा नहीं आया ना? मुझे भी नहीं. नेक्स्ट इज व्हाई टॉलरेट हैप्पीनेस? हैप्पीनेस इसलिए टॉलरेट करनी पड़ती है क्योंकि जितना ज्यादा आपको रिस्पेक्ट मिलता है, उसके बाद थोड़ा भी अपमान कोई करे ना, तो सहा नहीं जाता. मान लो किसी को कभी रिस्पेक्ट मिला ही नहीं, अभी नेक्स्ट टाइम कोई उसको डिसरिस्पेक्ट करेगा, he'll be like, हर रोज का है. Yes or no? But one who gets lot of honor, a small needle type in his ego, and he'll fall down. Happiness. Yes or no? Because honor gives him happiness. Next is if you find some very good news. People, किसी के घर में बच्चा पैदा हो, किसी की शादी होती है, शादी में बाराती कितने डांस करते हैं, खुद की शादी हो ना हो, फिर भी बड़े इलेटेड रहते हैं. हाँ या ना? Yes. So one who is getting married, especially they are very happy in the marriage. They can't stop their smile, right? These days, so dulhans are dancing and going. So they get very elated. But the first poke, ये ड्रेस अच्छा नहीं पहने, कैसा चूड़ा पहना, her hairstyle is not that good. She sobs. मेरी मम्मी ने मुझे कभी नहीं ऐसा पापा ने भी कभी नहीं डांटा जो पहना हो सब अच्छा होगा कैसे तुम्हारे घर वाले so the more related you are right some people say my son is in America it's an Oracle company doing really well oh my daughter is married to CEO of the company doing really well but the moment they get a call mama papa everything down their happiness quotient goes from 10 on 10 to 0 on 10 right they're constantly worried because even if their children are rich they lack other things now they find other things now health right even if they are rich they will be hankering for health relationship peace somewhere learnedness education वो चार लोग देखे थे ना हमने मिस्टर फेमस मिसेस रिच and all those things so the more successful you become the more high you rise the more severe is the fall down and that's why what happens is your happiness is compared to the previous happiness and you feel more bad about it. Suppose somebody is having first rank, getting first rank throughout. Board exams, so suddenly he comes 8th. Imagine the trauma. Can you imagine? You go to engineering and you will find people failing for the first time in their life in maths. So they are like, oh, I never thought I'll ever fail. I've been always throughout topper and this is the first thing. So that is what is need to tolerate happiness. Happiness tolerance means that you really remain very peaceful and calm in happiness also. खुशी को घूंट घूंट पीना चाहिए बोलो खुशी को घूंट घूंट पीना चाहिए right no then again thirst will make you even more thirsty yeah so खुशी को right so happiness needs to be tolerated should not be really very explicitly expressed in such manner so how to deal with happiness Prabhupada says happiness and distress are exactly very opposite to each other spiritually they are totally different idea in material world what is happiness is distress in spiritual world and what is the happiness in spiritual world is distress in material world exactly opposite so material happiness normally leads to loss of pious credits जो भी आपको खुशी मिलती है बचपन से लेके बड़े होने तक क्यों मिलती है पता है आपको इसलिए नहीं कि आप बहुत तीर मारते इसलिए मिलती है क्योंकि पिछले जन्म के पुण्य बहुत अच्छे होते हैं पुण्य किए होते हैं आपको पुण्य कर्म का रिजल्ट तो मिलेगा ना आज जो बेस्ट एक्ट्रेस है जो बहुत सुंदर है उसके पास फैमिली भी है पैसा भी है वो फेमस भी है रिच भी है सब कुछ है राइट क्यों मिल रहा है सब कुछ पिछले जन्म में पुण्य किया है उसके रिजल्ट्स है तो जो भी खुशी मिलती है मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में उससे क्या होता है पिछले जन्म का पुण्य कट रहा होता है ओके एंड इन मटेरियल वर्ल्ड व्हाट इज डिस्ट्रेस दुख क्या है पिछले जन्म में जो पाप किया है उसका रिजल्ट कट रहा है सिंपल रिएक्शंस कट रहे हैं राइट सो नथिंग यू डू इन दिस लाइफ whether it is पुण्य और पाप is going to give you results in this life ये अगले जन्म की तैयारी है this life is the preparation of next 84 lakh yonis if we live a materialistic life everything every happiness or distress that you are going become very educated you are really having peaceful life then that is also result of past life karmas so Prabhupada what does he say if you get material happiness then a spiritualist think oh इससे का पुण्य का अकाउंट कम हुआ but if you get distress materialistic spiritualist क्या सोचता है पिछले जन्म का अकाउंट बैलेंस हो रहा है कम हो रहा है understanding the math Devansh you are understanding so spiritualists the way they look at happiness and distress is different materialistic looks like if a Tulsi Mata getting lot of sufferings she is saying Krishna give me more sufferings so that I can remember you more what is she looking at all the sufferings past life all the karmas uske results cut rahe so that this life itself she can go back to God right so the devotees in devotees whenever the sufferings come devotees are like Thank God. Suppose one person talks behind your back in a bad manner. ठीक है, किसी एक इंसान ने बुरा बोला, आपको कुछ बुरा तो लगेगा, कुछ गलत बोला, हाँ ना, पता भी चला ऐसे ऐसे बोला, बुरा लगा, and then you will feel like ऐसे क्यों बोला, मैंने तो ऐसे किया भी नहीं था, and then you will go into loop of thoughts, right? Yeah. But then how will a spiritual devotee कैसे देखेगा इस सिचुएशन को? चलो पास्ट लाइफ में मैंने इसका कुछ बिगाड़ा होगा, उसने बस यहाँ पे आके वो सेटल कर दिया. Thank you for coming in my life. You have just settled my past life karma. Right? Now suppose 8 people come. First you 9 people were friends and those 8 people suddenly abandon you. मूवी चले जाते हैं आपको छोड़कर. नहीं उसको नहीं बुलाना. अपन नहीं चलेंगे, उसको नहीं बुलाना. Right? So how your devotee will see if it is a materialistic person, he'll cry. मामा मुझे नहीं बुलाया, आप नहीं चले गए, मुझे चले गए, मुझे नहीं बुलाया, मुझे ऐसे ट्रीट किया, right? और devotee कैसे देखेगा? Thank God, आटो के आटो निपट गए, पिछले जन्म में जो भी बुरा किया था, at a time, ये लोग एक एक करके आते तो 8 times दुखी करते, आटो इकट्ठे आए और सिर्फ 1 time दुखी करके चले गए. Thank you, Krishna, for cutting my simple reactions quickly. Good or bad? Now you understand how spiritual happiness is exactly opposite to distress, right? Material happiness. So let's go to the next slide. Spiritual happiness. Why is it superior to material happiness? Let me tell you. Once, Prabhupada, when he went to America, he was dealing with hippies who were high on drugs. All right. So when he was dealing with them, he introduced, he saw they are taking injections one after another. So he introduced chanting, dancing, kirtan and prasadam. What did he introduce? Chanting, dancing, kirtan, prasadam. He introduced all these things and eventually what happened? Stopped taking all those intoxications and addictions. And they became addicted to chanting, dancing, kirtan and prasadam. So one reporter came and he said, Prabhupada, you say spiritual happiness is superior to material happiness. You have not even tasted drugs. You have not even tasted alcohol. How can you say this? So Prabhupada said, it's true. I have not tasted, but my disciples have tasted. They have tasted and yet they find more happiness chanting, dancing, kirtan and prasadam. So they are chalta firta proof that spiritual happiness is superior to material happiness. Got it? So in material world, highest happiness is considered as such kind of intoxication, but Prabhupada just proved it wrong. Thousands and thousands of people chanting, dancing kirtan and prasadam. So this is the proof that we have. That Swayambhuva Manu got his daughter married. Swayambhuva Manu is the most richest Manu. He has lot of riches, but at the same time he surrendered to Krishna. He got his daughter married, devotee, to spiritually rich man, Kardama Muni, a sage. कोई भी rich father अपनी बेटी एक गरीब ऋषि को देगा क्या? But what did Swayambhuva Manu see? Swayambhuva Manu himself was so rich. शादी से पहले बेटी को और वाइफ को पूरा यूनिवर्स के 2 चक्कर कटाए. Like these days people have dreams like I want to go on Europe, right? So that time people used to dream I want to go to all the universe. I want to see all the galaxies and planets, right? So he took his daughter twice around the universe. So he showed her everything. He's that rich. Then he comes down to near Kardama Muni, who doesn't have a place to sit even, or he's just putti. Do you know putti? A hut. He has just hut. And then he gives his daughter in marriage. So what did Swayambhuva Manu knows the secret, right? He's the rule maker of entire humankind. He knows the secret that spiritually rich people are the most happy. If I give my daughter to spiritually rich person, she's going to be happy by the end of the life, even if the life seems dicey. Yeah, at least the end won't be like question, looking for happiness here and there, fake happiness. And then the daughter really found the happiness. She reached the foot of the Lord eventually because she was with such care. And then she got material happiness also in between. If you happen to join again to these classes, we'll discuss these stories. They're very interesting from Bhagavatam. Look at Lord Shivji. Lord Shivji has, he has this power. He just have to think and he can manifest a palace. He can manifest a planet. He can manifest a small universe for himself where he and his family can really have a gala time together. But Shivji knows where true happiness lies. He knows everything is temporary. He enjoys meditating on lotus feet of Krishna and chanting Lord's name. A person who can manifest anything he wants just by thinking, he is choosing God's lotus feet. So now you must be understanding which is the highest happiness. What is the peak of happiness? Where is the peak of happiness lying? Spiritual. Obviously. So secret of true happiness is devotional. Prabhupada says secret of happiness in devotional service is to simply glorify Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, through the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada क्या कहते हैं? Real happiness कैसे ला सकते हैं? By glorifying Lord Krishna. कृष्ण भगवान का गुणगान करना. कैसे करेंगे? हम पढ़ेंगे नहीं तो कर सुनेंगे नहीं तो कर सुनना पढ़ना and then speak about it, right? So you listen to it, then you read about it, and you speak about it. That is the secret of happiness. Trust me, I've seen many people, but only those people have been able to tackle depression, sadness, frustration, anger very, very well who are avid readers of Srimad Bhagavatam. There are walking in the organization that we see that only those people have survived material distress very well who have engaged their mind, body, ego, intelligence entirely in reading, listening, and talking about Srimad Bhagavatam. Those are the only people who know really how the true happiness looks like. Rest, even if you do anything, still you find in distress once or twice, and the moment somebody comes and tells पता है भगवत गीता में ऐसे लिखा है भागवत में ऐसे लिखा है आप ये करो ऐसे करो do it must you don't know how severe my pains are. Yes, so I've seen only those people surviving the distress who have really surrendered to this Prabhupada formula. So reading and speaking about Lord Krishna gives real happiness. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnuva Smaranam. Say Kirtanam Vishnuva Smarana. When you Shravanam is listening, Kirtanam is speaking or singing, glorifying Krishna. Smaranam is remembering about Krishna. Smarana. When you do these things with the help of Srimad Bhagavatam and Gita, that is when you start experiencing the true happiness. Everybody understood what is the secret of happiness? Did we reach the one? Yeah. Who practiced true happiness? Do you know anybody who has followed this formula? Parikshit Maharaj was about to die in 7 days. He practiced this formula. बताओ आज हमें कोई बोले मरने वाले के सामने में आप क्या करो? What? You were going to say something, I know. So, if somebody tells us you're going to die in 7 days, what will you prefer doing materialistically? Something that you are looking forward to, yes or no? What did Parikshit Maharaj, the great devotee of Krishna, decide? He decided that 7 days without eating, without drinking, and without sleeping, 7 days and nights, I am going to sit and listen to Srimad Bhagavatam from Srila Shukdev Goswami. He heard about Krishna. He just listened. मरने से पहले 7 दिन रात बैठ के खाना पीना सोना छोड़ के what is he doing? Just listening about Krishna. Now that is the peak of happiness that he targeted. You go to America, people will say, I will finish my credit card limit. Because once it is at time, I don't have to repay. So people say, my credit card ka khatam kar दूंगा. I'll plunder the riches, I'll do this, I'll do that, as it is, I'll not get arrested. Right? So they try to fulfill their materialistic wishes. And what did Parikshit Maharaj do? Who was most rich? He had good relationships in his kingdom. He was very rich. He was famous because he was ruling the entire world. पूरी पृथ्वी के राजा थे. Famous भी थे, peaceful भी थे. कुछ नहीं चल रहा था, पूरा कुछ नहीं चल रहा था मेरी। तो स्नो पॉइंट मटेरियल हैप्पीनेस तो सारी थी के पास। So he is the first person to know that this is temporary, right? And he chose to listen to Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is a very important lesson we get to know from such personalities. So real happiness according to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is I do not mind my personal distress. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu क्या कहते हैं? मुझे दुख मिलता है तो मुझे उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। क्या कहते हैं चैतन्य महाप्रभु? मुझे अगर दुख होता है तो मुझे उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। I do not mind the distress. I only wish for happiness of Krishna. Mahaprabhu says, I only wish for happiness of Krishna. तो लाइफ का पर्पस क्या होता है? To make Krishna happy. What is the purpose of life? To make Krishna happy. It is so easy to make Krishna happy. Just take his name, call him. Somebody calls, Shubda, Shubda, Diksha, Diksha, right? Then you will feel good, right? Somebody is calling you. Disha, Disha, right? Devansh, Devansh. Feels good if somebody calls continuously. If someday mama goes out of the house, nobody is calling your name, you feel empty, right? घर में कोई नहीं है, ऐसा लगता है. Why mother's presence? Why does it bother so much? Why you love so much? Because she keeps on calling you, right? She keeps on taking your name. So whenever you take their name, listen them. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu कह रहे हैं, I only wish for the happiness of Krishna. For his happiness is goal of my life. मेरी लाइफ का गोल ही है कृष्णा को हैप्पी करना। हमारा गोल क्या होना चाहिए? Happiness of Krishna. Say my goal is to make Krishna happy. My goal is make Krishna happy. My goal is to make Krishna happy. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, if he feels great happiness in giving me distress, अगर कृष्णा को मुझे दुख देके अच्छा लग रहा है ना, then that distress is also my best happiness. अगर कृष्णा बॉडी फील करते हैं और सोचते हैं तो मैं दुख देके देखते हैं, तो वो वाला दुख भी मेरे लिए सबसे अच्छी हैप्पीनेस है. If that gives happiness to Lord, then it's okay. तो चैतन्य महाप्रभु से यथा तथा वामिदधातु लभतो मत प्राणनाथस्तु सैव. Even if you make me roll down on the ground, ऐसे लभतो मत प्राणनाथस्तु सैव नाम. मेरे प्राणों की नाथ कौन होंगे? कृष्णा, सिर्फ आप लोग. That is the next level of happiness that you can experience just by serving Krishna, taking his name. So Prabhupada has given us very simple formula. You want to write down. Prabhupada tells chant and be happy. Chanting is serving Krishna, right? Chanting will make Krishna happy. If Krishna is happy, we are going to be happy. Yes or no? Because our goal is to make Krishna happy. Prabhupada has given a blanket instruction for everybody. You want happiness? Chant. You want happiness? Chant. Chant. हरि बोलो, हरि बोलो. सुखे टाको, हरि हरि बोलो. कुछ भी हो जाए, हरि बोलो, हरि. Right? So he is saying chant, chant, chant. No matter what, you chant and be happy. Free में formula दिया है. देता हूँ. Right? Prabhupada ने blanket is you take one instruction on your heart and you are going to find the true happiness that you have been searching for. आज तक तो ये भी नहीं पता था आप क्या सर्च कर रहे थे. Were you able to answer the questions 50, 60, 70, 80 years ahead? Were you able to answer? We don't even know what we are searching for. And Prabhupada has given in our hands of biggest mercy. Yeah. Next, Prabhupada says glorify Krishna. Then Prabhupada gave books also. Read them, glorify. Read it, glorify. Then Prabhupada created an entire structure, attend lectures, attend all the seminars, attend Bhagavatam class, attend Bhagavad Gita class, and be happy. He made the structure also, right? He created a community, made an organization, and he's created a very cozy environment for us so that we can listen about Krishna also and glorify him. You listen here, you go home and you tell it to your mom. So what are you doing? Now you're doing Shravana, home you're doing Kirtana, right? And who is becoming happy? Krishna. You people are listening. You have no idea how much Krishna must be dancing with joy. He must be telling Radha, Krishna must be so happy. He must be telling Narayana. Narayana must be telling Sikka. इतने छोटे-छोटे बच्चे हैं ना नारायण. So everybody goes and tells Krishna, and he was so happy. Even somebody listens about it. Imagine you being glorified behind your back by friends. Will you not be happy? Somebody saying वो बड़ी अच्छी है, बहुत kind है, बहुत अच्छी, बहुत help, बहुत compassion. अच्छा लगता है या नहीं लगता? लगता है ना? कोई हमारी तारीफ करे पीछे, कृष्णा को क्यों नहीं अच्छा लगेगा? अच्छा लगेगा? तो प्रभुपाद कहते ग्लोरीफाई करो, सुनो भागवत सुनो, भगवत गीता सुनो, हैप्पी रहो, प्रसादम खाओ, खाना है तो प्रसादम खाओ. Why eat something which is not out of Krishna, right? If it makes Krishna happy, then we will do the same thing. Krishna, if you are happy by eating your remnants of food, he will eat. He will offer you and then he will not. So say Hare Krishna Kirtan and be happy. Who was sad today while you Jai Radha Madhav? कोई sad था? Sad था Jai Radha Madhav के बाद? Yeah? No, right? द्रोणाचार्य की story सुनते हुए कोई sad था? कृष्णा की story सुनते हुए कोई sad है? So this is the real happiness. You listen. So I would like to tell everybody on every Saturday in Alpha Plaza here itself, there are lectures on Krishna consciousness that take place in the evening. By what time? Almost 7ish. 7ish. 7:30.
7:30 starts the lecture.
Yeah. Kirtan and all begins if you want to glorify Krishna.
7:30 Kirtan will start.
Yeah. If you want to really glorify Krishna, don't miss the opportunity of doing Kirtan. Kirtan is the best time when you have a personal appointment with Krishna. You have that one-on-one connection where you can personally please Krishna. So make sure you attend as many Kirtans as you can. Listen, sing, dance, and just experience the joy. Alright? In the end, Prasadam everybody enjoys. I don't know. Right? And in every lecture, you carry notepads and pen and make notes. Even if you don't intend to read it immediately, but the moment you write, your skin is getting engaged, eyes are getting engaged, ears are getting engaged. 3 senses. So in any work, when you put 3 senses, you are ought to get success in that. So I would urge you, whenever you sit for lectures, you people are grown up now. You know how to make notes, right? Take notepad and pen and keep noting down. You should have your personal diaries. After 4 or 5 years, you're going to look back at all the notes, and that will be your happiness forever. Start collecting the gems from all the Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam lectures that we listened. Alright? This is the first practice that a person, spiritualist person, who is seeking for happiness. One who wants to really be happy, they will be really very happy. Alright? So get yourself into habit of listening. Some people don't like reading. So I've met so many devotees in Vrindavan. Every day, regularly they listen to Srimad Bhagavatam. Every day they just sit in class and listen. And the moment when you meet them, they have to say only one sentence. And that makes such a big impact on our heart and our devotion. That is the power. Where every word carries weight. Where every word that you speak, it reaches, it pierces the heart of others. Right? Any questions? We'll take question answer session. Thank you so much.
सोचना मुझे और चाहिए फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड
Any questions? Katha Srimad Bhagavatam की, Srila Prabhupada की, Shri Radha Shyam Sundar की, Shri Krishna Balaram की, वृंदावन धाम की, समस्त भक्त वृंद की, छोटे छोटे भक्तों की, भक्तों के माता पिता की. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा महासंकीर्तन यज्ञ की.